What's going on YouTube? This is D-Spence Beats. Welcome back to my channel. I saw this story like 2 days ago, but I had to make a comment on it because I think there's a lesson here of what's going on with South Africans and now what's going on with Jamaicans. Not now, it's been a topic for a while. Jamaicans know the Chinese are there to conquer their land. They know this. But when it got too obnoxious, this is when they start putting belt to ass. So let's go over this video real quick.
So a group of people went
It's too loud. What's going on? Hold on.
to Jamaica, and I'm not sure what race is it, but you can take your guess if you want to. And they built a hotel, and they said that no black people weren't allowed, even though they're building it in Jamaica. I'm sorry? Yes, even though it was in Jamaica. So let me guess. So, thank you. So what they did, the Jamaicans, they burned the hotel down to the ground. They burned it down to the ground. And burned this race.
That's the first time I heard about a Jamaican hotel. Oh, sorry, a hotel in Jamaica being burnt down. It's not my first time hearing this. But this time, why I think it's important is because we are realizing that people are actually putting their foot on the ground and actually doing something. Now here in America, we don't do that. We have laws, we have lobbies, we have lobbyists, we have people trying to change local jurisdiction for our benefit, right? We have people on the ground saying that let's do this, let's protest. But everything but violence is what I'm trying to say.
This hotel down.
Hey, me just have a question. Now watch me here. Me cut off my lock so me I try and navigate through this short here thing. How Chinese man go come to Jamaica and build hotel and say black people can't come there? That's why them burn it down. Me no condone violence, but Jamaicans anytime.
You know, I made a joke about where I live in Harlem is being gentrified right now. And I didn't make the joke actually. There was an old meme I saw on Instagram saying how if you want the value of the neighborhood to go down to be more affordable, people have to take a gun and shoot in the air. Don't shoot nobody, just shoot in the air to create this illusion that it's not that safe. And people won't feel so interested in moving into your neighborhood. And it's funny, but also true because in this situation, even though in Jamaica, I ain't gonna lie, I hear a lot of crazy stories about people being kidnapped, people getting killed, raped, etc. So the violence is real out there, apparently. But also means it's cheap. So you let people come over there because it's cheaper land, but yet you let them feel comfortable enough to continue to drive up the price and drive up the real estate. Now they're finding their friends, and now they feel so emboldened. They say you can't be in something that you don't own, even though they just came there recently. So what I will say is continue the same thing that made the area unattractive. I'm not saying kill someone. I'm saying turn it up. Do what you gotta do. Make the land not attractive. Put it like that. But right now, I guess because you guys are so rowdy with each other, but not rowdy with no one else, they came over there and grabbed your stuff.
Time them a come to Jamaica with this foolishness. We need to burn down everything. Because they want to turn Jamaica into one new America. In our new UK, in our new China, in our new Western world, where and China man, everybody except melanated people are run shit. Anytime they come to Jamaica with this bullshit, we need to stand firm. Don't sit down and take it, Jamaicans. You hear me? Don't sit down and take it, because if we allow them to do this, first they must start with the hotels, then they must start with the big industrial sectors, and then they must start talk about say we can't go this and we can't. You can't tell we what we do in a free country. Jamaica we born and grow. You're a visitor. You hear that? You're a visitor. And no matter how the politician them hyping up and telling us and you can't do this and you can't do do that. Guess what? We have something called community justice. And if we don't piss we off enough, we are going to gonna react. We're not like, sorry, me not bash Americans or whatever, but we're not like Americans where we are gonna just complain. We with Black Road, we with Bun Tire, and we cause problem. Here, don't come to Jamaica, can't tell me about black people can't use free, God-given rights in a free country. Can't use hotel, can't use beach, can't use what next? Can't use hospital. You're gonna have special hospital just for black people now.
I'm desperately in need of help. I am fear for my life every day, but I'm not going to run. I'm going to keep fighting back. I'm a Jamaican. I'm going to keep fighting back. Enough is enough. I'm tired of these people. You understand? They're trying to get me out of the house. They've been trying to get me out of the house. Nobody listening to me. Nobody hearing me. And they're on here watching, and then when they come off, they're going to come outside in the front of the yard and they're going to laugh and they're going to throw the words on me. You understand? Because I don't have people in the system. I don't have people in the system on Long Island. On Long Island on 78, 77, 79th Street to do anything. I'm going to fight back with the last breath in my body. You understand? You're not going to move in this house. Your family not going to move in this house. I'm promising you, they're not moving into this house. This is my fucking house, bitch. I need help on Long Island. I am living on Long Island. I'm a Jamaican living on Long Island, and I need help on Long Island. They are harassing me. I'm fighting back in the way I can fight back, and I'm not going to stop fighting back. You understand? Since I've been here, I've never ever had a conversation with the woman with the tree over here. I never have a conversation with the people across the road that said I hit their car. I never have a conversation. I had a conversation with the woman at 79 East 19th Street who said she want me out of the house because she is a neighborhood watch. You understand? I mean, these people gang upon me, and they all, the 16, I know she's 16, 19, or she's the child that she want to put in the house. Each of them got to have a story, she said. She said, you should tell them that she's drunk. You should tell them that she's crazy. You should tell them that she's whatever they want to do with me. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep fighting back. I'm fighting back in my way. I'm a Jamaican. I come from Jamaica. And that way that we fight back, I'm going to keep fighting back. You understand? Keep manly. Keep paying your money. Keep paying your fucking money. This is the woman now. They said they have a chief of police. Chief of police never drive up on my blood clot gate and talk to me. He drive up at this gate, and if they put up a camera, and they put up all the cameras, and he come over there more than one time, but none of them come over here and say nothing. I met about a lot of these people come down on me because they claim it's me alone living in the house here.
Jamaica has a colorist problem. And the people that call people colorists are the most colorist motherfuckers in Jamaica. Believe.
People bad mind Miss Kitty, that's just it, just like how some people bad mind Spice. Some Jamaicans have a problem with Miss Kitty and Spice. Do you want to know why? It's because they are hardworking. They have a strong mindset. They are not afraid to clap back and advocate for themselves. And most importantly, they are one of Jamaica's big problems that we have. They are dark-skinned. Colorism in the black community has Jamaica under some serious chokehold. Now, although we might have a prime minister that is of light complexion, you won't believe it, they don't like his nose. And even though Miss Kitty might be a little lighter than Spice, they still don't like her nose. They love you like this, but them hate you like this. Them don't like when the ear stays so. Them think it's picky and bumpy, and they think it's ugly. This they call pretty hair. You see this? They call ugly hair. You see, even though this have magnetic properties and can use and pick up itself. See them? Look. Is it? Magnetic property. Magnetic. This is what you have and you don't know what you have. We come from a place where people have bleached them skin like whoa. The lighter skinned people, they get more pushed to the forefront than the darker skinned people in a lot of the industries, especially the entertainment industry. So if your skin is not very light, you won't get certain opportunities. You get what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you see if you're black, them call you black and ugly and them don't really want to hear from you. If you talk, them hate you, and if you don't talk, them hate you. You understand? Them just have a problem with black people. If a black person go missing, a black girl go missing, them will create a big deal as when a brown, light-skinned girl go missing. Even the men, and many of you are hypocrites. Even the Rastas, a lot of you are hypocrites. You talk about empress and this and that, and guess what, at the end of the day, you don't want people to have mixed race because you don't want kids to have what you call pretty hair. It's such a hypocrisy and not behave like saying no exist. That's why I don't have a problem with the people them because them black and them successful, them dark skin and them successful. I don't have an attitude towards black, dark skinned people in a Jamaica, and it's a global issue. It's happening all over the world. But because I can only use one cocoa for full my basket, me deal with my yard first. That's why I address the Jamaican and the Caribbean diaspora. It needs to stop. It's worse than racism. This internalized colorism is a worse disease than racism because a nation divided by itself, it have to fall. I'm going to some data. Jamaicans of African descent represent 76.3% of the population, right? You see, out of that 76.3% of the population, 8.8% of women bleach and 12.5% of men bleach. So you tell me now, if you claim that the man them supposed to lead, right? Them are leading at the bleaching. So all you expect that the man them are going to encourage the woman them for love and accept themselves. Them all seeking acceptance. You understand? No wonder why them run goal if them pitney and not mind them pitney. Because if them pitney now, brown and pretty according to what them think, them not going to treat them good. All the while it happen is not a lie. It's not a lie. Anybody come under the comments box so and say a lie. Uno really, but that uno that really wicked and that have to go down today to tell such a lie. May I tell you no? Yeah, man. And look here, it's a worldwide issue. 25% of the population in Mali bleach, 77% in Nigeria bleach, 31.15% in Zimbabwe, 32% in South Africa, 39% in Ghana, 50% in Senegal, and it's all stemming from what? Mental slavery. When you hear me skitty talk about the things them, and when you hear Spice them and lick out, them know what them a talk about. You not gonna like them because you don't like black women in Jamaica. Let's face the facts. It's not all Jamaicans, but many of Jamaicans who suffer from one inferiority complex. You hate on yourself, and that's why you don't like one another. And if you think I like me, I tell, take a look in at the comments box and at the dunce culture, how them quickly if you tell if you go. You understand what I'm saying? I saw them lack vocabulary, so I saw them have to behave and carry on. But trust me, you need prayer.
You see, as a responsible an objective Jamaican, I bear responsibility to speak out against some of the xenophobic narratives we have of Haitians in our community. Because the first time me hear about Haitians stealing cats and dogs and eating them was from Jamaicans. But generally speaking, the way Haitians are presented in Jamaican culture and media is very revolting. And we are socialized to believe that we are better than Haitians, and Haitians are the worst of the worst. And thus the tone in the following examples. Lad, you look like a Haitian. Lad, they must be Haitian. But the individual xenophobia we have for Haitians does not exempt us from the systemic racism we face for being black. For the person who was eating the cat wasn't even Haitian, was African American. But xenophobia and racism doesn't care. Now, some of you might say, oh, this changes things. It does not. It highlights the racism surrounding mental health in this country. The point I'm making is that racism doesn't see nationality, it sees color. And racists don't see one pussy, cloth.
There's a lot of Jamaicans on TikTok just saying that racism is not a thing in Jamaica. And it's just strictly classism and colorism. And I don't understand how that's possible for a British slave colony that racism is not a factor in your country. Please, tell me how. For a country that is over 90% black, I just did my Googles and looked up the richest Jamaicans. Why are they filled with Syrians and Asians and white people? For a 92% black country, wouldn't it be 9 black people and 1 other? Is my math, am I wrong? Is my math not mathing? I'm just saying, is that a coincidence or is that something else? I also purport you to read an article called Examining Race in Jamaica, How Racial Category and Skin Color Structure Social Inequality. It's an academic article about how race affects Jamaica. There's a whole bunch of data. Just read it.
No respect and clear yet the black people. Yeah man, this coming straight out of Jamaica man, featuring the world. I want the world to know this. Yeah, because if we don't love black people now, we don't have to come a black people country. Because when you come in our country and we don't show us no love, we don't go around us and play hate us and we don't have it to see us. So I would really appreciate if enough of you people were coming here and not showing us no love, no support. The best you don't come here man, because Jamaica the place where we spread love and joy for everyone. So we don't deal with racism in Jamaica. Yeah, so when you come here, you spread the love and the joy, socialize with the people, show us the respect.
Respect's going on. Yeah, respect goes.
Racism usually comes in the form of colorism and classism in Jamaica. So colorism doesn't just extend to what you look like. it also has in it classist undertones. And so because of our history with European imperialism and white supremacy, white people and white adjacent people have all of the social economic power in Jamaica, and darker people and people more people of African descent or Asian relegated to the working and lower classes, and so that is usually how racism is, predominantly exerted in Jamaica. Poor people are blamed for their poverty. There is a misconception that oh, you're only poor because you're not taking advantage of your opportunities, or you're lazy or whatever, and there isn't this sort of understanding of the systematic hurdles that people have to overcome.
Hi guys, welcome back once again. I really hope you're doing fine and you have watched the full clip. Okay,